How's it going, everyone? My name is AJ, and today I'm going to answer a health question and conduct a product review. Cupping is a trendy form of alternative medicine where special cups are placed onto your skin and suction is applied for a few minutes. During this time, blood is pulled to the surface of your skin, causing it to rise and redden as surrounding blood vessels expand, essentially creating what looks like an oversized hickey. The increase in blood flow is suggested to help reduce muscle pain and fatigue, which will in turn facilitate relaxation and better athletic performance. In the health and fitness world, most people reported significant decreases in neck, back, and shoulder pain or fatigue shortly after undergoing cupping treatments. The fact that this form of therapy has been around for millennia and that so many high-level athletes endorse it as a performance enhancer suggests that there is likely some validity to this technique. And although there has been a fair amount of research done on cupping therapy, the results are still somewhat inconclusive. You are certain to find articles touting the benefits, but the vast majority of these studies contain bias from the researchers. It's almost like if a chiropractor conducted a study looking at a particular treatment method that he uses in his practice, and then at the end of the study concluding that this treatment method was superior. Kind of a conflict of interest. Just saying. The hard truth is that researchers have been unable to directly measure how much of the pain and fatigue reduction is caused by the cupping and how much is simply placebo effect. And quite frankly, I'm not sure how they ever will. In any case, I was asked to test and review a cupper, which combines cupping and massage to provide therapy to your muscles anytime and anywhere. Is cupping therapy a legitimate treatment method for muscle pain and fatigue? I am going to answer this question from a scientific perspective. Quick disclaimer before we get started. I am not being paid or sponsored in any way to review the product featured in this video. This information is presented in good faith and is based off of scientific literature, personal experience, and opinion. I make no warranty of any kind regarding the accuracy, adequacy, or completeness of any information provided. With that out of the way, let's unbox and test the cupper. The cupper was shipped to my address in less than a week via DHL Express. It came with an instruction manual, cotton filters, charging cable, lanyard, and the actual cupper itself. Right off the bat, they ask you to attach the lanyard to the cupper in case you accidentally let go while using it. It kind of reminded me of using a Wii controller, which brought back some fun memories. The power switch is located in the middle of the cupper and has 5 different suction modes depending on your individual needs. It also has what they call red light therapy, which essentially provides heat to the area while suction is taking place. Taking apart the cupper to clean is very straightforward, and it comes with a standard USB charging cable. A pretty uneventful unboxing experience, but did not disappoint. I would rate it 3.8 out of 5 stars. Now that that's done, let's test it out and see what happens. Based on what I have seen, most cupping therapy has been used on the neck, shoulders, and lower back area. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't really experience discomfort in those areas all that often. That being said, I have been renovating my basement lately, and after 10 plus hours of putting in floors, my lower back was feeling it. So I figured, hey, what a great time to test out cupping therapy on my lower back. I will admit it was a little bit awkward getting this thing on and in the right spot by myself. It would have been easier if I had someone to help. In any case, I did manage to get it on the spot I wanted, where most of the general soreness and ache was coming from. As soon as I pushed the power button, the suction was applied right away, and it did feel like somebody was giving me a hickey on my lower back. This feeling was mildly uncomfortable at first, but after 45 seconds to a minute or so, that feeling went away, and I could start to feel the heat coming from the cupper. Now, I wasn't totally sure of when this thing was going to stop. It felt like it just kept going and going and going. So after about 5 minutes or so, I decided to turn it off and see what we were dealing with. As you can see, a clear mark where the suction was applied, and if I'm being completely honest, I did experience a small drop in tightness and discomfort on the right side of my lower back. This was something I certainly was not expecting. I was so pleasantly surprised by this result that I decided to try it on my left side as well. Just like the right side, after taking it off, I did notice a decrease in general tightness and soreness in the area. I will admit that this relief only lasted about an hour or two, and then I was brought back to that general dull ache that I was experiencing prior to the cupping therapy. The next day, I did not experience a noticeable increase in soreness in my lower back, which was somewhat surprising because usually the next day after hard work, your muscles ache significantly more. Unfortunately, I can't be sure how much of this was caused by the cupper and how much of it might have been caused by other factors. I'll sum up my testing experience 2 ways. First, on the cupper itself. It did provide the strong suction as promised and was fairly straightforward to use. It was definitely awkward to do by yourself. Having a remote control of some kind would definitely have helped. And there is only one suction cup size that comes with it. So if you're trying to do a smaller area in the neck and shoulder, it might be difficult to get the full cup around the area and get suction on it. I personally won't say I'm sold on cupping therapy as an ironclad treatment method, but I wouldn't say I'm completely against it or call it quackery. So if you wanted to give it a try, I wouldn't tell you not to. What are your thoughts on cupping therapy? Let me know in the comments below or on Facebook or Instagram. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it, share it with your friends, subscribe, and turn notifications on. Thank you so much for watching, and stay strong.